It means you, or it means you're probably doing better at other things. But I'm making a new record, and I haven't really announced it yet. I haven't announced it officially, but I'm making a new record. I'm making it in March. This is the first time I've really said anything about it. I'm making it with these incredible guys that I just toured in Europe with, and I have a whole batch of new songs, none of which I played tonight. And well, they need the band, actually, is the main thing. And they're really good. But we'll be back here. The plan is to make the record and then to do an East Coast tour and a West Coast tour in the fall, and including coming back here. So I need to, if I want to do this thing, can I get the house light back? I want to ask you, and if you haven't been paying attention, you know, I'm not on a record label, so I rely pretty strictly on the internet and on email and things like Twitter, but Twitter's can be unreliable to get the word out about when I have a record out, when I'm touring and stuff. So I want to desperately ask you, if you're not on my mailing list, to get on it. And I'm gonna do, I know a lot of you are on it. Raise your hand if you are on the mailing list, actually. I'm interested to know. Okay, there's probably about half of you. So I'll email you guys the picture tomorrow. If you're not on it, and you have a phone right now, and you have a phone with you, and you want to be on it, I'm gonna make this very easy for you. You can text me right now so you don't forget, because chances are you will forget. And get your phone out, and if you send your email, just send this text with just your email, and I'll know it's from tonight and from San Diego, and I'll add you to the San Diego mailing list. And the number is, I'll say it twice if you're not ready now, but if you're ready, the number is 424, my hand is still 424-237-8398. For only $19.95, you can completely own my soul. Does anyone need it again? It's 424-237-8398, and I'll give you a second. Just put your email in. And for you new guys, I'll send you guys the picture too. I'll write you out on my email tomorrow. I like doing that when I'm on tour. It makes me feel like I'm not a fucking robot. And thank you. I'm really excited for my new record. It's also very scary though, because it's gonna be a lot of work. We're gonna go on tour for like a year. What? I found out about this on Facebook. Yeah? Do you guys mind if I get geeky on you and take a poll? How many of you guys found out about this show from Twitter? And how many of you found out about it from Facebook? And how many of you found out about it from like a local newspaper or some non-internet place? From Mondo? Yeah, I mean, it's really, it's strange. I was just reading, I read the Left's Letter all the time, and I was just reading about Feist's new album coming out. Like, Feist, who has sold millions of records, and her new record has come out and sold, it sold like 10,000 copies or something this week, and it's hard, it's getting harder and harder and harder and harder for bands on major labels to hang on to their fan bases, because they have fans, but it's hard to reach them if you're used to relying on giant promotional machines. I'm very lucky. I'm so lucky that you're all here. It's fucking unbelievable. Oh shit! I forgot about Ask Amanda. Do you guys still want Ask Amanda? This gift basket, which was once filled with fruit and cheese, was stolen from the World Fantasy Convention of San Diego mere hours ago, where I am playing the role of Neil Gaiman's wife. Totally Mrs. Gaiman. Do you know how weird it is to be Neil Gaiman's wife at a World Fantasy Convention? So weird. What's really amazing is people who kind of know that I'm a musician but have no idea what kind of music I make or what I do. They just know that I'm a weird musician that Neil David married, and they hold me in some weird kind of esteem because I'm not just some like normal fucking person, but they still have no idea. It's strange. Anyway, okay. What is the next best step beyond protests for the Occupy Wall Street movement? Ooh. I have the perfect answer for that. Honestly, if you're asking me and you're not already there, the answer is to go. You have Occupy San Diego happening in your fucking city. You should not take that for granted. When I played Occupy Boston, I played Occupy Wall Street too. The important thing about it is that our generation is so fucking jaded. Like, everyone is so cynical all the time. I mean, even people that I wouldn't have expected it from are like, oh, fuck it, whatever, nothing will change, rah, rah. And it's like, yeah, clearly it won't. Because everyone's attitude is basically that people are powerless and the public is powerless. The public is not fucking powerless. This is America. I mean, if you look at the history, the country is young, and everything in this country that's changed significantly has changed because a bunch of people did what they were told not to do. And that's something that people need to remember. It's just incredible. You should, I mean, honestly, if you haven't been down to the Occupy movement, just go. Don't, I know a lot of people in Boston are like, oh, I don't really know what I'm going to do. Just go. Just go talk to people, and show your face and get involved in whatever way you can. Bring someone a sleeping bag. It's the most interesting thing that I found about the Occupy movement is that people don't really know what to do, since there isn't like a leader and a direct, set of demands and all of that stuff. But really, it will I feel like it will catalyze itself, and it is getting, in some places more organized, in some places less organized. But it depends on the energy of literally the people in the city. And I've seen some really beautiful things happening. So, the answer to your question is, like, you have to fucking answer that. You should go down and you should figure it out for yourself. And if you can't help politically, you don't feel educated or you don't feel informed, just go help the people that you feel like you resonate with emotionally, the people who are speaking to you. And that's your answer. And I'm sorry that it's not an easy answer. I wish it was. Thank you. You're welcome. That's kind of the same question. That's a question about a new solo album, and I already gave you the answer. What advice do you have for a fellow poet? You should write poetry. Do you ever wake up in the morning and go, holy shit, I'm married to Neil Gaiman? I sometimes do, but mostly I don't. He's mostly just this dude. Some of their Occupy questions the same. What advice do you have for a gentleman just starting at playing the ukulele? I'll play a song about that. I need advice for the heartbroken. Drink wine. You don't have to drink wine. Honestly, the best advice I can give you if you're heartbroken is make sure you're around your friends. And if you don't know who your friends are, you'll find out. But yeah, keep good company is my best advice when you're heartbroken. Be careful who you hang out with. Don't hang out with a bunch of negative people who will blather at you. Hang out with some nice people, or positive influences. Dear Amanda, as if it was for someone else. I recently and unfortunately went through, oh my god. I recently and unfortunately went through the atrocities of sexual assault. Now what happens? That's, oh my god. Now, well, if your question is now what happens, I don't have the answer for you. I think the answer is almost the same. You need to reassess and make sure you're around the right people, whoever you are. And when crazy shit happens to you, it's always it's always a good time for looking around your life and figuring out who you're spending your time with and whether it's the right people. Because that's how you learn. Like when you're down and you need support, and if you look around and everybody around you is you know, is negative and unable to help, then it's a good moment to realize that if that's the case. And if not, I mean, you and the heartbroken person. It's a stupid cliche, but you know, time and listen to good music, and you know, if you drink wine, go for it. If you don't, exercise. Chocolate. All right. So I have one last song for you. I'm breaking all the rules of Encore, and I'm finishing with a song that is new. This is a brand new song. I really like it though. This is a brand new song I just finished, and I played it at Occupy Boston, and I played it at Occupy Wall Street, and it sums up a lot of things. Sid Vicious played a 4-string Thunder bass guitar and couldn't sing, and everybody hated him except the ones who loved him. A ukulele has 4 strings, but Sid did not play ukulele. He did smack and probably killed his girlfriend Nancy Spungen. If only Sid had had a ukulele, maybe he would have been happy. Maybe he would not have suffered such a sad end. He maybe would have not done all that heroin. Instead, he maybe would have sat around just singing nice songs to his girlfriend. So play your favorite cover song, especially if the words are wrong. 'Cause even if your grades are bad, it doesn't mean you're failing. Do your homework with a fork and eat your Fruit Loops in the dark, and bring your Etch-a-Sketch to work and play your ukulele. Ukulele small and fearful, ukulele brave and peaceful. You can play the ukulele too, it is painfully simple. Play your ukulele badly, play your ukulele loudly. Ukulele banish evil, ukulele save the people. Ukulele gleaming golden from the top of every steeple. Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her mother 40 whacks, then gave her father 41 and left a tragic puzzle. If only they had given her an instrument, those Puritans had lost the plot completely. See what happens when you muzzle a person's creativity and do not let them sing or scream. And nowadays it's worse 'cause kids have automatic handguns. It takes about an hour to teach someone to play the ukulele, about the same to teach someone to build a standard pipe bomb. You do the math, so play your favorite cover song, especially if the words are wrong. 'Cause even if your grades are bad, it doesn't mean you're failing. Do your homework with a fork and eat your Fruit Loops in the dark, and bring your flask of Jack to work and play your ukulele. Ukulele, thing of wonder, ukulele, wand of thunder. You can play the ukulele too in London and down under. Play Joan Jett and play Jacques Brel and Eminem and Mutual Milko. Tell the children, crush the hatred. Play your ukulele naked. If anybody tries to steal your ukulele, let them take it. Imagine there's no music, imagine there are no songs, imagine
I had promised John that I will not feel guilty. So play your favorite Beatles song and make the subway fall in love. They're only $19.95, and isn't lots of money. Play it till the sun comes up and play it till your fingers suffer. Play LCD sound system songs on your ukulele. Quit the bitching on your blog and stop pretending art is hard. Just limit yourself to 3 chords and do not practice daily. You'll minimize some stranger sadness with a piece of wood and plastic. Holy fuck, it's so fantastic. Playing ukulele. Eat your homework with a fork and do your... Hold on. I have to point out at this point in the song that the list you're about to hear was crowdsourced from Twitter. I was supposed to say that at the beginning.